Beautiful stories and tragic stories. Stories of healing and hurt, pain and release. Ever since Christian rocker Jon Steingard posted his big confession on social media, stories from people at every stage of the faith journey have poured in. Hey guys, it's Anita Wingley of Faith Strong Today, and here's what's making headlines this week. The remaining members of the Christian band Hawk Nelson released an official statement this week, since Jon Steingard, their frontman, announced that he no longer believes in God. The statement comes from the three remaining members of the band, musicians David, Michael, and Daniel. In the statement, they recognize their 20-plus-year relationship and friendship with former frontman Jon Steingard, and they talk about the mission of the band. They say that their mission as the Hawk Nelson has always been to encourage and inspire people that God is for them and not against them. They matter. They say, so now we turn that truth towards one of our own. That God is still for Jon, and he still matters. Why? Because that truth doesn't change just because we question it. The band encouraged people to treat one another with love, no matter where they are in the faith journey, saying that we are called to love people unconditionally. This week, Jon released a follow-up post since his initial announcement has garnered over 12,000 comments and made national news. Jon says that he's been overwhelmed by the love and support and grateful for the fairness and kindness that the media have given him. Jon took the time to answer questions like, are you an atheist now? Agnostic? Where exactly are you at? What did you hope to accomplish by being so public about this? And did you really dig in? Did you pray about this? Jon says he's read the Bible a lot and prayed a lot, sincerely. Jon revealed why he chose to speak out, saying he didn't want to perpetuate a culture that puts shame on you if you question. This week on Between the Grooves, James Curtis and Drew Brown shared their thoughts on this story. Listen to this.
I don't necessarily think making a big public post about it was necessarily appropriate. And I only say that because when you are in the spotlight, I guess it's that whole, you don't want to cause someone to stumble, right? That's that whole, we've heard that verse.
I think it's great because this is a normal thing that happens, or that can happen in someone's faith journey. And so I think our stance shouldn't be, let's burn him at the stake. It shouldn't be crucify him. It should be, how can we support him in this phase that he's in?
We've seen a lot of comments on social media from people on every end of the belief spectrum. Aaron wrote on our YouTube video saying it's gotta be tough for him. He never really got to ask questions. As an icon in Christian music, I bet he was thinking he always needed an answer as far as the gospel goes. No comments. I was dedicated for 30 years. I was passionate about God. God was my life. I still lost faith. Drop the elitism, people. Blackened comments. How old is this guy? I abandoned my faith when I started thinking for myself around age 16 or so. I've been a happy, free thinker ever since. XRN Gray writes, at the end of the day, we have our own beliefs and interpretations of the Bible and religion in general. When it comes to one's faith journey, there's a lot to unpack. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Personally, I can relate, and I understand where Jon is coming from. I was also a guest on Good Company with Holly Taylor and Johnny Rocket to talk about this story. You can find the interview on faithstrongtoday.com/goodcompany or wherever you get your podcasts. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. For more great content and inspiration, stay tuned on Faith Strong Today.